The storm. The citizens of Atlantis, a vibrant underwater city, felt the unsettling tremors as a massive storm gathered above. Among them was Suzy, a young teenage mermaid with shimmering scales and a curious spirit. As the waters began to churn, Suzy tried to swim to safety, but the powerful currents pulled her away, rendering her unconscious. Awakening. Suzy slowly regained consciousness, finding herself draped across a sunlit boulder. Confused and frightened, she lifted her head, brushing strands of seaweed from her face. A soft, melodic whistle caught her attention, drawing her gaze to Charlie, a small, kind crab with a knack for tunes. "Are you all right?" he asked, scuttling closer. Understanding. Charlie introduced himself, his eyes wide with a mix of concern and fascination. "I'm Suzy," she replied, revealing her mermaid tail with a sweep of her hand. Charlie gasped in delight, finally meeting a creature of legend. "I know a safe place," he said, leading her toward a hidden cove, his excitement barely contained. The hideout. Suzy followed Charlie to a serene cove, perfect for concealment. As she settled into the water, Charlie promised to return with help. He dashed back to his sandcastle home, calling eagerly for his mother, Abby, a wise crab with thick glasses and a compassionate heart. Assistance. Abby was startled but intrigued to meet Suzy, who shared her tale of the storm and her unexpected journey. "Don't worry, dear. We'll get you home," she assured, whistling for the dolphins. The graceful creatures arrived swiftly, ready to guide Suzy back to Atlantis. Suzy's family was so happy to see Suzy. Thankful that Suzy was still alive and not badly injured. Everyone was so grateful for the dolphins helping Suzy find her way home, that the family provided a big party for the dolphins. Suzy told her family about Charlie and his mama Abby. Suzy said Charlie and Abby saved her life and called the dolphins to escort Suzy home. Suzy said the true thanks goes to Charlie and Abby. Suzy told her family that one day she would return to the shore where she washed up onto the large boulder and hopes to see Charlie and Abby again one day. Reunion. Every day for 5 years, Charlie returned to the boulder, whistling his tunes, hoping to see Suzy again. One evening, a familiar laugh echoed across the waves. Surprised, Charlie turned to see Suzy, now a grown teenager, her smile as radiant as ever. They spent the day reminiscing and laughing, cherishing their unexpected friendship. As the sun dipped below the horizon, Suzy bid farewell once more, promising to return.
Introduction. Carson stood at the entrance, his backpack almost as big as him, filled with crayons and his favorite dinosaur toy. Today was another day of adventure, and he was ready to explore every corner. Exploration. Miss Lily, the gentle teacher with kind eyes and a perpetual smile, approached Carson with a welcoming tone. "Good morning, Carson. Are you ready to paint a masterpiece today?" "Yes, Miss Lily. I'm going to paint the biggest dinosaur ever," he exclaimed, eyes sparkling with excitement. Creativity. Carson carefully painted a towering green dinosaur, its tail curling around the edges of the paper. Ella, his friend with pigtails, leaned over to admire his work. "That's amazing, Carson. Can I paint a volcano next to your dinosaur?" "Of course. Dinosaurs need a place to roam," he replied with a grin. Imagination. Miss Lily gathered the children for story time, her voice weaving magic with every word. Once upon a time, in a land full of dinosaurs and volcanoes. Carson and Ella listened intently, their imaginations soaring beyond the classroom walls. Friendship. Carson and Ella raced to the swings, laughter trailing behind them. "I bet I can swing higher than you," Ella challenged. "No way, I'm going to reach the clouds," Carson replied, pumping his legs with determination. Conclusion. Miss Lily clapped her hands gently. "It's time to go home, little explorers. You've all done wonderful today," she announced. Carson gathered his things, feeling a sense of accomplishment. With a wave to Ella and a promise to paint more dinosaurs tomorrow, he left with a smile, already dreaming of his next preschool adventure.